Swept o'er the seas deep by swift ships sailing. Attis, when once he had touched the Phrygian forest, with foot fierce beckoned, and reached the shadowed places, wreathed round with woods. By raging madness driven, roving in his mines, he seized, and with the stone-sharp sickle repped the crop from off his groin, grown ripe. And so, when he sensed himself unmanned, even as he stained the earth with his still fresh gore, she, summoned, seized then, with snow-pale hands seized, O Cybele, the drum, mother, your sacred gateway, making it to bellow, maiden's fingers on a bull's hide. And singing thus, trembling, he spoke to his comrades. Come, my she-gulls, come together come to the groved haunts of Cybele, O lost flocks of Our Lady of Dindymus, as exiles seeking others' homelands, with my path followed, my lead, O my comrades, you dared the fierce waves, endured the harsh seas, you scarred your manhood, a scorn to Venus. Rouse your minds to the rovings of our mistress. May sluggish delay lie slain. Come, follow, to the Phrygian house of Cybele, to the Phrygian grove of the goddess, where cymbals sound, where the drum resounds, where the piper plays his proud reed skirling, where vine-clad nymphs with violence whirl their heads, where keening cries do quiver through their frenzy, where the tripping, skipping troop of the goddess. There let us hasten, there let us fly. And so he said, and sang, mongrel maid. The troop at once, with tongues a-quiver, give their roaring drums a whack, the hollow cymbals rattle back. The swift dance, swift-footed, swaying, lurches on to the green and pleasant groves of Ida. And with them, Attis, wild one, at breath's edge, their forest leader, follows the drum call. Just as a young ox avoids the yoke's harsh burden, the whirling she-gulls follow their wild-footed leader. And so, when they reach the sacred house of Cybele, worn out by their frenzy, all weary, without food, they seize sound sleep, slumber unwelcome, lights upon their eyes with limbs slackening languor. Far away in the soft silence fleeing goes their raging mind madness. But when the night had wound its course, and the sun, golden-faced, with shining eyes did cleanse the hard earth, the pure air, the harsh sea with light, and drove the darkness of dread night from the sleepers, loud-footed, lively, limb-wearied ones. Then sleep did flee the slowly waking Attis, returning to the breast of his tired-eyed wife. Far away, in the soft silence floating, Attis, recalled from fond slumber, recalling his deeds, through memory's clouds to a mind now clear, sane, he sees the scars speak true, and seeing knows forsoth, does not believe what he henceforth without would be. And so, with mind aflame, he seeks the shore, to stare o'er the sea with tear-stung eyes. Sadly he calls, with sorrow's voice, his home. Home, my mother, home, my creator, a wretch I left thee, running like a slave from his master, and long travelling I made for Ida, to live in the snow, to lie with the beasts, frenzied to share their frozen dens, their wild lairs. O home, where are you, haven for my homeless sorrow? My eye for you doth aim its own glance, while, brief moment, wild madness rests. Must I from you be ever parted, wandering madly in these wild groves, here without family, house, friends, lands, the forum, the stadium, palestra, gymnasium, all absent here? Wretched, oh so wretched mind, rightly do you grieve, for I have known all shapes, all forms, I woman, I man, I youth, I boy, of all youths the flower, the oil's very sheen, for me the crowded doorway, for me the foot-warmed lintel, for me the house all wreathed with May-crowned garlands, the bed, ever faithful, abandoned each dawn. The god's servant, goddess's handmaid, a Maenad, a man maimed and sterile, snow-bitten settler of sacred Ida, frenzy's plaything on Phrygian peaks, is this my lot? This, to live with the wood-dwelling hind, the wide-roving boar? Now is sorrow, now is pain. His speech, swift-flying, sped from his lips, bearing these tidings back to the goddess. Cybele, smiling, sees, has seen all, looks to her lion, her loud roaring shepherd, to strike with fear her straying sheep, her herd's betrayer, and harsh she spoke. Come, my fierce one, recall for him his madness, instill its fury, stir his terror, let madness drive him, mastered by its rage, back to the groves. He bears my yoke too grudgingly, too loudly gripes, all in vain. My fierce one, shake your flowing mane, twitch your tail whip, take the scourging, fill the forests with your fearsome roar. And so she spoke, Cybele, threatening, and loosed her hold. The lion, raging, crouches, springs, crashing through the thicket, rushing, roaring, rending the air, flying towards the foam-flecked shore, towards tender Attis, tarrying on the strand, mournful Attis by marbled sea's side. He makes a charge. Madness, kindled, catches, rages, carries Attis, witless, raving, to the wild groves, to spend there his days, his span of life, a handmaid. Goddess, goddess great, Cybele, mighty goddess, mistress of Dindymus, far from my house may your fury fly. Others saddle with your screaming madness, others spur with your awful rage.